Alrighty, quick little continuation on from yesterday's getting comfortable, being uncomfortable. Last week, sorry, not yesterday's. A bit more training specific this time. If we take that sort of get comfortable being uncomfortable quote or phrase, however you'd like to look at it, we need to implement that into our training by thinking about we have to pass our comfort threshold to improve. And that goes for any aspect of our lives, like I was saying last week, but especially in our training. If we just approach every workout knowing what we can do, or we pick a dumbbell weight for a certain exercise knowing, I can do 10 kilos for this workout or this many reps, and we just stick with that all the time, then we're just not going to really see that improvement that we're after. So what we have to try and do is push our body past its comfort threshold to keep improving. We have to give our bodies and ourselves a reason to get better. We're not just going to magically just improve just for the sake of it. We have to force ourselves to get better at something by stepping out of our comfort zone. And with that comes a little bit of an increased risk of injury. Obviously, anything we do that we step outside our comfort zone or our little safety blanket, there's that increased risk of injury. But that's the same in all aspects of our life. Every time you get in the car, every time you go for a swim in the ocean, every time you step out your front door, there is an increased risk of injury. So sure, we can wrap ourselves in cotton wool all the time, or we can accept that fact and we can do everything in our power to try and minimize that risk while pushing ourselves to get better all the time. So some of the best ways in our training that we can minimize that risk of injury is obviously incorporating pushing past our comfort threshold with adequate rest and recovery. And that can be via proper sleep, proper nutrition, proper hydration, unplugging, spending time with family and friends, all those kind of working in things that we chat a fair bit about. That all goes to your recovery, and that is also going to reduce the risk of injury. So while we have to work hard and push past our comfort threshold for growth, we need to probably look at it like discomfort plus rest equals growth, or stress plus rest equals growth. So we need to stress the body, implement those increased weights, increased loads, increased time, something like that, those stresses or that discomfort, and then we have to match or equal that with the adequate rest and recovery and proper nutrition, sleep, hydration, and all of those things. So let's think about trying to implement that into our training and be aware of when the time is for you to push and try and better yourself, and when the time is to back off, rest and recover and minimize that risk of injury.